Good morning, students. I welcome you all for 10th standard social science class. Today's class, history, unit 5th lesson, social and religious reform movement in the 19th century. Okay, students. Previous class, we learned about reformist movement, religious leaders, that is reformers, Rajaram Mohan Roy, Debindranath Tagore, Kesab Chandrasen, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, a simple priest, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda, and also Mrs. Annie Besant. Their contributions are more important for the women and also depressed class people. Okay, yes. Now we are going to move on second part of this lesson. The first one is anti-caste movement. In this movement, Jyotiba Phule, Narayana Guru and Ayyangali, their role is to improve the education for women. Okay, students. The first one is Jyotiba Phule and his wife Savitri. See the picture, students. Jyotiba Phule and his wife Savitri Phule. Yes, he was born in 1827 in Maharashtra. At the same time, he opened a first school for untouchables in 1852 in Pune. He launched the Satyasodhak Samaj. The Satyasodhak Samaj means Truth Seekers Society. In Tamil meaning, உண்மையை தேடுபவர்களின் சங்கம் அப்படின்ற ஒன்று இவர் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுவார். At the same time, he opposed child marriage and supported widow remarriage, and also he devoted his life for depressed classes. He opened orphanage and homes. His work Gulamgiri, that means slavery, and summarized the radial ideas. Are you understand, students? இவர் சைல்டு மேரேஜ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய குழந்தை திருமணத்தையும் விடோ ரீமேரேஜ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய விதவைகள் திருமணத்தையும் அப்போஸ் பண்ணியிருந்திருப்பார். சைல்டு மேரேஜ் வாஸ் அப்போஸ்டு அண்டு விடோ ரீமேரேஜ் வாஸ் அட்வொகேட்டட். அட் த சேம் டைம், நெக்ஸ்ட் we will learn about Narayana Guru. See the picture. Or you see the picture, students? Yes, he was born in Kerala to poor parents in 1854. He was a poet and scholar in Malayalam, Tamil and Sanskrit. In Kerala, the lower caste people were disturbed by the terrible caste tyranny. So he dedicated his whole life for the people. And also he established grand temple at Arivipuram and dedicated it to all. The third one was called Ayyangali. He was born in 1863 at Benganur in Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. He took more intelligent movement for discrimination. At the same time, he was inspired by Sri Narayana Guru. He founded Sadhu Jana Paribalana Sangam in 1907. அதாவது ஐயங்காளி அப்படின்றவர் கேரளாவில் திருவனந்தபுரத்தில் பெங்களூர் அப்படின்ற ஒரு இடத்துல இவர் பிறந்தவர். இவர் வந்து நாராயண குரு என்பவரால் ஈர்க்கப்பட்டவராக இவரை வந்து சொல்கிறாங்க. சரிங்களா? எஸ், ஓகே. இஸ்லாமிக் ரிஃபார்ம்ஸ். ஆஃப்டர் த சப்ரஷன் ஆஃப் Great Revolt of 1857, Indian Muslims looked to the Western culture with fearness. One of the Islamic reformers is Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was born in noble Muslim family in Delhi. He founded scientific society and translated English books, science books into Urdu. He advised the Muslims to take to English education compulsory. இங்கிலீஷ் வந்து கட்டாய கல்வியாக வச்சுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இவர் சொல்லியிருப்பார். And also he opened Aligarh Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in Aligarh in 1875. In 1920, it was changed a university. Yes. One is Deoband movement. Deoband was the revivalist movement. Ulema founded a new school at Deoband in the Charanpur district of the Uttar Pradesh. By the two members were called the Muhammad Qasim Vanadavi and Rashid Ahmad Gangodri in 1866. Okay, students? Okay. This movement improved Muslim community. Yes. The next one is Paris movement. Parsi movement. This movement was founded by Partunji Nauroji in 1851. The main voice of this movement was the Rast Koptar. He was called the truth teller. The next reform movement is Sikh. The Nirankari movement was founded by Baba Dayal Das. It stressed the worship of God. His teachings were authority of Guru Nanak and respect of Adi Granth. The other movement was Namdari movement. It was founded by Baba Nam Singh. He was one of the social religious movement among the Sikhs. This insisted on wearing the symbols of Sikhism except the kirpan, and also it considered both men and women equal and accepted widow remarriage. We will move on social reformers of Tamil Nadu. The first one is Ramalinga Swamigal. He was popularly known as Vallalar. Already do you know about Vallalar? His reign was 1823 to 1874. He was born in Marudur near Sidambaram. He emphasized the bonds of responsibility and compassion between living being. அதாவது தன்னுடைய இரக்கத்தை மனித உயிர்கள் மட்டும் இல்லாது செடி கொடிகள் மீதும் இவர் காட்டியிருந்திருப்பார். He showed the mercy to plants and living beings. At the same time, he established a free feeding house for everyone, irrespective of caste of Vadalur. In the wake of terrible famine in South India in 1866, பயங்கரமான பசி கொடுமை மக்களை மிகவும் வாட்டியதாக இருந்திருக்கும். His voluminous songs were compiled by published under the title Thiruvarutpa. The last one reformer of Tamil Nadu was Ayodhidasar. He was born in Chennai. He was a radical Tamil scholar, writer, Siddha medicine practitioner, journalist, and also socio-political activities. He worked for the emancipation of the untouchables from the caste clutches, and also he established for the several schools for the untouchables in Tamil Nadu. He founded Advaitanda Sabha and Dravida Kalagam, the Dravida Mahajana Sabha. The last one, his weekly journal is called Oru Paisa Tamilan in 1907. Thus, so many religious leaders fought for religious movement in India and Tamil Nadu. Okay students, watch the video carefully and write down the answer neatly to send to me. Okay students, thank you.